Okay, I made a mistake with the last one. I had it curvature the other way. It should be curvating. The curvature should go up and around. So the curvature should be going this way. Okay, the way this is up here, not down this way. We had it looped the other way. Sorry about that, folks. Like I said, I don't really edit anything on these. You'll see my mistakes, and I'll try to teach you from them. Okay, so this comes down this way. There we go. I thought it didn't look right. It didn't feel right for some reason. You'll see what I'm talking about. See, this loops up and around, and it should go this way. So that this one on the back is looping the right way. Okay, now we're ready to keep going. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow it with my little V tool. And we're going to just go in and chop that out. Go in, chop that out. And we're just going to keep doing all these. Okay, and then we have this one. Really is feathering is kind of fun. Now you have an option now. After we get these all done, and I'll do a lot of this offline, finishing it up, and I'll finish up the pumpkin. I'll tell you how to finish that up. And you have an option. You can either get a V-tool like this and do the work, and if you don't have a V-tool, you can just leave it the way it is now and paint it. You know, clean it up really well and paint it up for a bit. That will be fine. So we have these all done, okay? And I'm going to go back in here, and I have to think how it's laying, right? So the one that's going to be laying out on top are the ones on the bottom. So we're going to come up this way. Remember, we're going to cut this out over here and trim this out. You do the same thing down here. You just take that hard edge off and make it a little deeper if you want. You know, I'm kind of rushing through it a little bit, but you don't have to go this fast. Okay, so technically this one is going down, this one's going up. Right? This is layered down, this one's layered up. Alright, so that's how I'm going to take care of that. The pumpkin has to be done a little bit different. You want to take all these hard edges off. Whoops. I feel a tug there. So let's turn around and get all these hard edges off. And we're going to make this a little deeper. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You haven't, like I said, you have an option here. There's 3 ways you could finish this thing off. You could leave it the way it is, paint it up, and be done with it without doing the feathering. I find when you do the texturing, it adds a lot more to your piece. Now, my old piece, I can't get to it right now, but some of the other 2 turkeys that I've done on YouTube, the one with the hiding hat, the hiding turkey, and just the plain turkey, they were all done with a wood burner. Now, I'm not a fan of the wood burner. I don't like the smell of it, and I don't like the work with it. It gives a nice texture, and a lot of people like using it, but my preference is not to use it. I kind of fell in love with the little V-tools and felt that I could do my texturing pretty well with the V-tool, and that's what I did here. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this, and I'll show you how to do that in the next segment as we continue on with this. I'm going to finish up what you want to do with the bottom part. Well, going back, let me not jump around. You can leave it like this, or you can use a wood burner to do your center quill and then the rest of the feather, or you can do it with a V-tool, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. A lot of people have a problem with sharpening the V-tool. I know it's a very tough thing to sharpen. I may have a way that makes this a little more simplified. I found a tool that I kind of revamped, and I'll share that with you in another video than now because it's too much to go into. But I think once we get this done and we have it textured, I'll go ahead and paint it. We'll be done with this turkey on a pumpkin. With the pumpkin, what you want to do is continue making these much deeper. You know, a nice deep V cut if you can everywhere, and it should look like this one where you round off the edge. Okay, you round off this edge, the hard edge, and you round off the other side of the edge. You know, just the edge. You don't want to plane it down completely. Up here you want to get it that it's nicely a little V cut right up underneath the turkey. Alright, you want to make sure that those are distinct. And then what you want to do is just kind of blend that in. Now, on my other turkey, I had a little gouge that I put down through the center. Sometimes they have a little bit of a dip on the outside, like a ripple. Now, that's optional. I'm not going to do that on this one to make it a little more simplified for beginners. You can do that. It's just a matter of taking your little V tool up through the center. Or I'm sorry, your little gouge. I had a number 5 gouge that I use. And I'm going to probably put a kit together for you folks of the tools that I use the most with the dockyard. I have talked to the gentleman, and I will try to get that information out in another video later. And I will have it posted on Facebook once that's all finalized. Right now I am getting the V3 tools, which I use a lot of. It's this one here. I'd probably use this for most of the beards and the things that I use. So, you can use it on this, but it's going to just make your V cuts a little bit wider. And I just wanted something a little more refined to make the feathering. So we're going to stop right now, and I'm going to finish up doing the pumpkin like what this is. I'm going to finish up doing the feathering. You know, clean this all up, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I do it with the V-tool if you choose to do it with the V-tool. Like I said, it's optional. You don't have to. You can leave it the way it is and just paint your little lines on for feathering. You can do that as well if you're not comfortable using the V-tool yet. Alright folks, so I'll be back with another video how to really complete it. And should be another 2 videos, and we'll have it painted and done. Alright, take care folks. Bye-bye.